Hello and welcome to another campaign victory discussion. Today we're going to be taking a look at Wintertooth, led by Throgg. As we take a look at short campaign victory, the first thing we have to do is get a level 3 allegiance with one of the gods. If we check up here, that means we need 100 raised cities. Seems a little bit excessive. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how that works, but that's a lot. Defeat all challengers sent against you. That's part of that same mechanic, I don't mind that. Destroy the following factions. Worldwalkers is easy enough because it still applies if you confederate them. Reichland and Kulan could be problems, but it's actually gotten better since Rakarth has been around. There's somebody else ready nearby to beat them down, so it's manageable. And then we have this, the one that I just really dislike, especially since as Norsca, we can't even settle everything. So it just seems silly to take these random things, some 5 random cities across the map, basically. I think one of your best bets is to ally with Throgg, because Clan Molder already holds Hell Pit, and they could theoretically follow beside you as you start raising cities and start occupying them. That's probably the best way to go about this condition, but allying with Skaven doesn't always pay off, so it's a little tough. Then you're supposed to maintain a total of 7 trolls or Fimir warriors. Okay, I don't mind that. That's kind of his style. 7 seems like a random number, but okay. And then maintain 40 units in total. That would be a lot easier if Norsca actually had any money-making capabilities. They just seem to be easier to have out on the open road with just one strong army. Anyways, this campaign victory just feels very much like one of those legacies from game 1 that hasn't translated very well here. If we take a look at long campaign victory, it doesn't change much. You're still going to a level 3 allegiance with the gods and defeating all the challengers sent against you. Then you also have to destroy Etain and Karazakarak. Okay, that's even farther to go. With ruin dwellers all around you, that's really tough. And then you're supposed to have even more settlements controlled by you, vassals or allies. This just makes me think that for some reason you're supposed to be a very diplomatic Norsca if you want to win the game, which is crazy. That doesn't make any sense. But given these victory conditions, it's kind of necessary, because even if you did hold these temporarily, you'd have a lot of trouble defending them. It's probably best in the hands of somebody like Throgg, who can handle defenses pretty well. Then here you're supposed to have 12 of the ice trolls or Fimir warriors, and then 60 units. I don't really fully understand why this is this way. I don't mind that you're supposed to reach level 3 allegiance for long campaign victory, but it doesn't make sense for short campaign victory. Short campaign victory should maybe reach the first tier and then defeat any challengers at that point. And then maybe just destroy these factions. Why do we need to hold this? Why are we thinking about a diplomacy game? I definitely don't like that. Maybe it could even be ensure they're controlled by you or destroyed. Because you're going around raising cities, I feel like owning them doesn't make any sense. You should be rewarded for having them gone or in the hands of your allies if you happen to play a diplomatic game. So yeah, I think this is just developed for some sort of weird diplomatic game, which is why so many people struggle with the Norsca campaign victory achievement. Because somehow you're supposed to do all this stuff, but you don't have the tools you need to get there. So I hope in game 3, they'll just work on this allegiance stuff. That's what Norsca's about. They're paying their tributes to the chaos gods. And if they just focus on that, it'll be very easy, very thematic, and just work towards the goals of what this campaign should be. So anyways, those are my thoughts on the campaign victory conditions for Wintertooth. If you have any different thoughts, feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you like this and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. You know how YouTube works. Goodbye.